might be like one of the most challenging, I'm just kidding, it's a monumental time right now though, as people join. It's my first live on Suits to Boots on YouTube. True story. First time ever. Huge win. Hey YouTube, hey Facebook. I'm really proud of myself tonight. You can't see what I've done, but I have mastered the studio tonight. Like, I took everything out because, you know, things have just been like shuffled and piled around, and they've been marrowed, okay? They've been lustered and jaked. And I am so pleased to say that I've gotten rid of all of the stuff that's stacked on top of each other. There's no boxes holding up my phones. My phones are piggybacked, and I have a perfect ring going on, and I am so happy to be at this Timeout Tuesday. Like, yes, it's been a heck of a week already, but I needed my time with y'all. I've been waiting. 7 days is a really long time. Yes, I come here with, you know, Lester on Sunday, but it's not the same. We all know it's not the same. It's not the same to sit here and hang out with my friends, have a little relaxed moment where I'm not grabbing somebody's hand and saying, you can't say that, or pinching a leg. Oh my goodness. I can't somebody says, turn the camera on and show us. No, because I'm terrified that it's going to mess it up. So what I will do is later on, I will take a picture and I will post a picture of the new live setup in the studio, because I'm pretty proud. Yes. Okay. Welcome to Timeout Tuesday, y'all. Today is February 1st, and it is time for a cocktail. So, I brought my handy dandy Suits to Boots cup, my Timeout Tuesday cup, actually. And tonight we're drinking Malibu. I know, I drink Malibu pretty often, but it is one of my favorites. So we're gonna get a little Malibu in the cup going. And then, I did a thing, okay? We're going with Diet Cranberry Juice. So, Lester has been on a cranberry juice kick lately. I like it too, but I did a thing, and he's going to learn about that thing right now, is I started buying the diet version instead of the regular, you know, to cut out some calories. And he usually really hates it when I do that, specifically his Dr. Peppers. But this time I didn't tell him. I just put it in the fridge and, you know, kind of was seeing what happened. This is the second jug of it. He finished the first one already and didn't say a word. So, haha, joke's on him. And we're drinking diet cranberry instead of regular cranberry. Let's stir this puppy up. Whenever we go on vacations or like places where nobody will see what Lester's drinking, he will drink a fruity little cocktail. This is a Texas cocktail to us. He will drink one of these lovely Texas cocktails with me. So this is one of our favorites. Cheers to Timeout Tuesday. All right. Man, it's really strange for me to be sitting here and having two platforms going by myself. When Lester's here, I'm, you know, busy doing all of the things to like make technology work and stuff. And now I'm like, I'm alone with two cameras and 3,000 people, and whew, it's a little nerve-wracking whenever you have both, but it's okay. I'm so happy that y'all are here with me and that you remember, because I haven't been posting any stories about it or anything where I'm just like, you know what, this is Timeout Tuesday. This is what we do on Tuesdays. We hang out, we catch up on the week, and then y'all know about halfway through, Jake generally joins us, which brings me to a point. I need to talk about last week, okay? I'm not one for name calling. I'm not. I'm not one for judging. But last week, okay, I need you to just like take this in stride. Some of y'all got a little thirsty last week. And as I'm like telling my normal life stuff that's going on, people are chanting Jake, Jake, Jake in capital letters. You'll get your Jake time, okay? I know everybody loves Jake. I know it's fun and funny, and I have a great time with Jake too. I look forward to our Tuesday nights. But people saw y'all get all crazy chanting and like, I'm gonna need you to just bring it down a level. 6:30 you can chant, hoop, holler, do all the things that you would do behind the keyboard that you normally wouldn't do in public. I don't care. But from 6 to 6:30 you get Jamie, okay? You get Timeout Tuesday with Jamie. A little girl time, a little just life venting and just talking about what's going on the farm and just stories about whatever. It's just a bunch of us hanging out, okay? So, tone down the thirst a little bit, just a smidge. I get it. I do. I get it. But, all right. Now that we've got that off our chest, tonight I would like to also talk about Lester's video today on Facebook. Okay. Lester is a man. I know y'all know that. Lester's video today on Facebook was about this magical thing that he discovered that he could use his body to measure. Okay? Measure. It's fine. I wanna tell you that the magic number in his video is 9. Okay? And he was so in his video, so proud of his 9-inch measurements and how skilled and strategic he was. But I gotta talk about 2 things about that. 1, while we were building that fence, Lester swore up and down, left and right, in every way, that all of those were 12 inches apart. And for any of you that have ever met a man that thinks that they know how to measure or judge or look at any type of object and guess how big something is, you know that they all overestimate. All of them. Every time. So Lester's 12 inches were in fact 9. Okay? So let's go with that. All I know is that he was having this proud moment, okay, of like, it really is space wide. Look at, it's right, it's all even and all these things. And then I was reminded, it brought me back to like my high school days. I took art for 4 years in high school, I know. But in that, I remember how we were taught to draw. I think this actually came from like a Da Vinci thing. But Lester didn't believe me when I said this, but I'm like out there watching him, letting him do his man thing, you know, his 9 thing. If you look at a person's head from chin to top of head, when you draw a person, you're drawing a full body, it's supposed to be 7 heads long. And then each limb, each piece of your limb is another head. So 2 heads, your legs, 3 heads, right? So I'm watching Lester do all this and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't. I was more in hystericals about his judgment of 9 inches and what he thought 12 inches was. So much so that when I brought him a tape measure to prove it, I couldn't hardly hold my stature, hold my anything in. He cut me out of the video in that part because I'm laughing like a hyena in it, and I don't want anyone to ever hear that and make it a sound or do something else embarrassing to catch me and all of those things. But, ladies, you know, just like I know, that men have a little bit of an exaggeration. Like, their eyes don't see things the same way that we do. They take 6 inches and it is, 9 or 10 or ish, or practically a foot, I'm sure, by that point in time. But for the record, we are 9 inches, and Lester used head and shoulders, knees and toes. We'll just go with that, okay? Oh my gosh. I enjoy Tuesdays. I know that there are men that come to this channel too. I know that there are, but most of us are women. I know I look at the demographics of who watches and stuff. I think that the men that watch are probably looking for a little, sliver of hope of learning something about women, maybe. I'm not sure. And the women that watch probably can relate to a lot of things that go on in my life. Measuring is probably one of them. That's what I will say. So speaking of measuring, the East Coast got a massive amount of snow over the weekend, and now the Midwest, I think pretty much from Colorado, it's going to eventually make its way across the country, is bracing for basically a blizzard tonight through Friday. We are even expecting to get some freezing rain, and we are also praying that we don't get a big long freeze like we did this past year. It doesn't say that it's going to. It doesn't feel like it's not going to be. It doesn't feel like it's going to be anything like that. So we're saying some prayers for ourselves and for everyone that's in the path. I know today I spent a lot of time calling a lot of my doctors, making sure that they would get there before the storm and be available in the hospital. And I know there's a lot of essential people, specifically in healthcare, who have to give their everything right now because of what we're going through with COVID and just being understaffed. But now to also be, in some places in the country, this is going to last 3-4 days. And those people have to basically go live in the hospital to take care of everyone. And for those first responders and police officers that have to get out and about, and firemen, and try to rescue people throughout this, I want to make sure that for anyone in the path, you're in our prayers, and for anyone that has to go out and be someone's hero through all of this too, or even be home and be someone's hero, we are praying for you, and we are here to listen, and hopefully we don't experience any of it at all. So please stay safe. Do your best to stay well and stay warm, and check on those that you maybe don't think of checking on every once in a while. I think about my grandparents up north. I certainly don't want them out shoveling or doing things, even though they feel like they're still young and spry and can do all those things. Just check on your people, check on your neighbors and those that maybe don't have anyone to be there with them to make sure they're okay, and maybe they're just lonely, or all the things that are going to go on in these next couple days here where people can't function like they normally would. Just please be kind to each other. Okay, so I actually made a list tonight. I got all lustered today because I've had a very busy day at work, and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So it's a little bit chicken scratchier. I don't have teacher handwriting like Lester does. Okay, I have a really crazy question that my mom actually sent me last week, and it has been on my mind. I asked Lester in the car the other night, and he still hasn't answered me. So I thought I'd ask all of you. If you are born deaf and you've never heard anything in your life, ever, no sounds, no conversations, what language do you think in? What do you like in your internal dialogue that you have, like in your mind? Like when I talk to myself sometimes, and sometimes it's out loud, sometimes it's in my head, but obviously I can hear and I speak English. But if you're deaf and you've never heard any dialogue before, what are you hearing? I have been thinking about this since my mom asked me, and I don't know. I asked Lester, and he's like, wow, that's powerful. I don't know. So it's just something to think about, because while we're all different, we all hear, even the way that I hear different accents and dialogue in the South here in Texas versus up north, how, like, I still have my own inner dialogue, or my own inner thoughts that have Jamie tone in them. My inflections when I read or when I think, they have me. So isn't that strange to think about? Like, I see people talking about vibrations and reading lips and things like that. I don't know. And then I have a question as well. For those of you that speak more than one language, when you hear things you're not hearing voices, okay? When you hear, like when you're thinking to yourself, do you hear it in your first language? Do you hear it in your second? Does it depend on what you're thinking about? I have so many things that are interesting to think about around that. And then my final question is, because I legitimately don't know the answer around this, is sign language a universal language? Or does it change with, Spanish, English, Chinese, because I know that sign language has a alphabet. Like I remember how to spell my name. Hold on. I remember how to do my name in sign language, but in other languages, does sign language change? And Braille? I have so many questions. I don't know why. I don't personally know anyone that is deaf from birth and has never heard, but there's just a lot of things that came from that I was like, wow, that's a lot to think about. So I thought I'd share it with you and make your minds work too. There's a lot of people that say it does change, but it is a universal. But there's American Sign Language. Oh boy. Oh boy. I just opened up a can of worms, didn't I? Boy, I'm just gonna have another. Yeah. I'm gonna fully embrace this Timeout Tuesday tonight. I'm gonna make your mind work. I'm gonna hopefully make you laugh, and I'm gonna tell you some stories. I'm sing a little bit later. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I thought about something else today as I was reading the Farmer's Almanac. I know, when in my life did I ever think that would be my magazine of choice? But it is, because I was looking at the weather to see what they predicted. By the way, they did predict this gigantic snowstorm and a few more before it's over. Okay. Did you know that this is American, children, I don't know about anywhere else in the country, that you use more glue in the first 5 years of your life than you do for the rest of your life? The average person, the average American. So I went back and I was looking at this glue fact. I'm like, glue, why would it? Obviously we used it in kindergarten, pre-K, all the crafts and things like that. But the average American kid goes through 2 gallons of glue before they said 5 in there. I really think it's probably more 8 or 10. But I was like, that's a lot of glue. And then to never use that much again, how random and how weird. And I guess if you're crafty, you use hot glue, or if you are, you do wood things, you probably use a lot of wood glue, that type of thing. But just an interesting random thing in the Farmer's Almanac. Okay. Now I have a quiz. One question quiz. Okay, this isn't like Jake trivia type, okay? What is something you buy that is always in used condition? Always. Oh, and I'm a liar. I actually have two questions. I'm going to give it a little moment here because I'm still getting glue comments and sign language comments on Facebook. Something you buy that is always in used condition. You ready? It's not a man. Oh, somebody on YouTube said clothes. No. It is a mirror. Something you buy that's always in used condition is a mirror. Because here I am reading this, and I'm a little bit analytical, so I'm like, wait a minute, there's got to be some way. No, even a factory where it's made, people have looked at it, so it's used. A mirror is always used. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't going to do another one, but it reminded me of something. In the U.S., this applies to people in the U.S. Something you purchase that is required that you purchase, okay? But once you install it, it becomes federal property. It's no longer yours. Okay, I'm going to give you just a second. Something that you're required to purchase, you install it, and it becomes federal property. Oh, YouTube's got this one like crazy. I see the answer going up like crazy. It is a mailbox. So a mailbox, unless you obviously go to the post office and have a P.O. box. A mailbox in the United States is required that you purchase for your address, and once you install it, it no longer belongs to you. It becomes federal property, which is why it's a federal crime for someone to destroy one. It's crazy, right? Okay, enough trivia. I'm not Ellie. I didn't sit here all day and think of that. I just thought those were just some interesting things. There's actually almost 5,000 people watching tonight. This is nuts, guys. Wait a minute. Is this because you're all getting snow and you're bored and there's no football on tonight? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. I learned something today. In my karaoke song search for later, I was singing a song and I'm like, sometimes I haven't sang a song or thought of a song or the lyrics in a really long time. And I heard the phrase down in the holler. So that doesn't make sense to me because holler is like yell, right? Nope. I Googled it. A holler is actually like down at the bottom of a mountain, like in the valley. It's a holler. In the east, in the southeast, the foothills in Tennessee, a holler. A holler is the bottom of a mountain, and I had no idea. Yeah. So I was today years old when I learned about a holler. And now I feel like I need to use it in every sentence, except for I have no sentences to use it in. Yeah. Somebody said, Jamie, what foundation do you use? Walmart, like Maybelline, I don't know. But I have a funny story about makeup. I can't tell it all, but there's a video coming out with my makeup tutorial. I use that very lightly, okay? Makeup tutorial very lightly, where you'll get some interesting things that come out of it. I had help, I'll just say that, okay? Okay, so as I was also doing karaoke searches, I was reminded of some old times. Obviously, we all knew about making a mixtape back in the day when you used to sit, or at least I did, on Sunday for the top 40. Because we were poor, okay? So I didn't have like a tape of every single person, that every music. I couldn't go buy those things, so we got blank tapes, and you could record from the radio. Many of you might know that. So today, as I'm going through YouTube and stuff and looking at songs, I'm like reminded by some of these songs, which of course I doubt that Jake would ever know some of them, but I'm like, oh, I remember sitting on my floor, and I had a dual tape deck, okay? So I could record one and then rewind it while the other new song is recording, and then I could really like splice it together to make sure there's no commercials. Casey Kasem, yes! Casey Kasem, America's Top 40 on Sunday morning at like 10 o'clock. So, as I'm doing this today, and I'm reminded by the tape deck and, okay, eventually CDs and things like that, I also brought back some travel days when I didn't have satellite radio when I first started traveling, and when you're driving across several states or whatever, you want a mixtape or a mix CD with you, because you probably don't get radio stations, or you got to spend so much time doing them and whatnot. And it reminded me of some travel things that have happened to me, and how I've had to use some MacGyver skills, okay? I don't know if MacGyver is a thing that y'all remember, but all I remember about MacGyver was, I think it was on Friday nights, and I think that it was, I did not go look this up today, I think it's a guy who would like fix things and make things and save situations by like turning something into something else and making do with it, or rigging something, okay? So I used to call some of my travel skills MacGyver skills. And I thought that I would share them with you, and as I'm thinking about them all today, and I'm trying to come up with like the words that for some of the things that I did, I'm laughing because they call them hacks now, apparently, like DIY hacks or something. I don't know. I am not that cool. For me, it's just my MacGyver skills, okay? So some of my travel times were pretty long ago and pretty much in nowhere land, and I would stay at some of these hotels that I've told you about that had nothing, and there were no places to eat, or there were no places to like go shop and do things, or I ran out of time, or I spent a lot of time in the airports, whatever. So I'm going to share some of those skill sets that I had. several times in between trips, I would get home, do laundry, throw all those work clothes right back in the suitcase and leave the next morning. Can't tell you how many times that the hem would come out of my pants, my work pant, like my black slacks basically. And I would wear them with heels, so I would want them to like dust the floor. That was my thing. Well, the hem would come out and it would be too long, so here I am at a hotel that doesn't have sewing kits because, let's be honest, I barely have ever stayed at the Ritz-Carlton that actually offers a sewing kit. I was walking out of the hotel or motel that day to go into the hospital, and I say that day, it's happened many times, and I definitely borrowed the stapler from this front desk to staple the hem in my pants and carry on with the show. And that's been my go-to hack ever since. Like, you need it hemmed really quick, no one's gonna know. No one is definitely going to know because they are looking down at your pant leg because it matches across the board. So there you go. If you ever are in that pinch where your hem comes out, just grab a stapler from the front desk and staple it right up. You staple it to itself, not your ankle, for the record. People use tape. There was no tape at the time at the front desk that would keep my pant leg held up because they would dust on the floor. They would also get a little bit wet if it was raining outside too. So staples were my go-to on that. And in my mixtape thoughts today, it reminded me of having a CD in a CD case with all the snow that's coming. I have scraped my car windows and my car off with a CD case more times than probably ever having the right ice scraper or anything like that. And it made me laugh because I've also done it with a credit card. I have done it with all kinds of things. And I have also used the floor mats of the car to put underneath the wheels to gain traction to get out of, where they've, plowed right up against my car where it was parked, or in the hotel parking lot that wasn't plowed yet, type of thing. So I thought I should share these skills with people who might be in the same crazy situation that I'm in or have been in, where you gotta do what you gotta do. You just gotta find something to get the stuff off your car. It works. People are saying kitty litter works too. Kitty litter has worked for me like in icy situations, like where the snow's really packed. But the floor mats are what has gotten me out of like the deeper stuff because I was able to get traction and like climb over the, where they plow and you get the big chunks right up against your car, and here you are in a parking lot at 4 a.m. having to leave and you're stuck basically. People are like, they can't believe that a Texas girl knows this. Well, I'm not. Lester gets on to me because when we meet people and like, oh, where are y'all from? And I'll be like, oh, we're from Texas. He's like, you're not from Texas. Like, I live here now. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from where it's cold. I have lived in the places that y'all are experiencing all of this nasty weather that's coming up. I'm not from Texas. I just live here. I don't think that you get to be from somewhere for like 7 to 10 years, or there's some sort of stipulation, I'm sure. I'm very sure. People use cassette cases. Yeah. I have used the tape in the cassette or a VHS back in the day whenever I was traveling. I have used them to like tie things together. Like one time I was wearing a pair of pants and I did not have a belt, so I pulled out the tape, wrapped it around, not like scotch tape, like tape from a cassette player, and I wrapped it around my waist through the belt loops, and that was my belt for the day. Tied a pretty bow, called it a day. I've also used that tape for a hair tie. I've done some things, y'all, and I have no shame in doing it either. None whatsoever. This is embarrassing. I've ironed my hair with the iron at the hotel because I forgot my flat iron. I have ironed my clothes with a flat iron because the iron didn't work in the hotel room and I didn't have time to wait. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm sure that y'all can relate to that. I know you can. I heard the door open and y'all have been patiently waiting. I'm so proud. Y'all made it 30 whole minutes of me rambling on with stuff.
I've been patiently waiting.
Who's here?
I've been out there patiently waiting. And I'm so nervous.
You got it. Your chair's like way out of whack here.
All my pockets are full.
Jeez, Jake.
I had to come prepared.
You're that nervous?
If you want me to sing, I gotta be out of it.
Oh
I gotta be completely out of it.
Were you watching it all? Were you watching about my travel hacks and things that you can do? I'm sure that you're concerned about hemming your pants up the farm.
No, I stopped watching. I was out there with a tape measure trying to figure out how long 9 inches was.
At least use a tape measure today.
Oh my god. I couldn't watch the rest. I was stuck.
That was it. You're like, wait, 9 inches.
Yeah.
This is only 9
I
inches.
had 4 tape measures pulled out, all of them exactly at 9 inches. They were all the same, so I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
What one's Facebook and what one's YouTube?
Okay, so this is down is Facebook, up is YouTube.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright. I'm on Team YouTube tonight.
Is that when you're making eye contact with?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not bad because it's both like really close. You can look right in the middle, I think.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
for
what I
pointing.
did.
I just pulled a Lester and pointed. I haven't seen Lester on here. Have you seen Lester at all on here?
No. I hope he didn't
he
fall
okay?
asleep in the bath. No, really, I haven't seen well, would he be on both?
Oh, I see him. Not you too, Jake.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He's here,
I've been on
present.
the YouTube, that's why I didn't see him.
Okay.
He's on the Facebook.
Oh my gosh. Jake, they want to know if you shut the gate before you came here. You're too busy measuring 9 inches?
I don't know.
Oh my
I
god.
better go check.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So karaoke. So last week, if y'all weren't here, I don't even know how we got into this. I don't even remember how this happened. Do you?
What did happen? I don't know. Something happened, and then we're like, okay, next week we're gonna do karaoke.
Maybe it was, as I said, we didn't have a lot to talk about, and I was like, oh, we could sing next time, or like something about being entertaining. I don't remember,
Did
seriously.
we sing last week? Did we sing something?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe
All the
you
days
sang
were
last
in
week.
the
I know,
year.
that's the thing, is like Tuesday feels like a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I left my list. I have some.
So, what we did, we did homework, okay? I told you all day I was like searching songs and things like that. So what we did was, we both picked out songs for each other to sing, to challenge. Now we're not going to sing like the whole song, don't worry. I'm afraid that we might get kicked off of live if we did that. But what I am going to do is pull up a song that I think Jake might sing, and then I'm going to try to challenge him a little bit. And then he's going to do the same.
Make me sing first?
No, I'll sing. If you want me to sing first, I'll sing first. Give me just one second here.
First.
Entertain them for a second while I figure out.
Okay.
You have a little vibrato there. I'm kind of proud.
I'm about to.
There's no reverb here, okay? There's no, like, neither one of us,
Wait, you didn't turn on auto tune?
I did not turn on
How
auto
am I gonna
tune.
sing without auto tune?
Oh my gosh, Jake.
Do you have any songs that have like notes that I can just like carry out for like 30 seconds? Just
I'm not so sure that that's the case.
Okay, I'll try my best then.
All right, give me 1 second here. I gotta figure out my. Okay.
All right.
Let me look at yours real quick here.
I'm so nervous.
I'm still thinking a little bit here because my list is on my phone, which was really dumb.
Yeah, mine's on my phone
Let me-
too. You want to use my
I
list?
just want to log in really quick to my account really quick on yours and see. Let me see here. Okay.
All right.
All right. This
What
is your
is
first.
that?
This is your.
Cranberry juice?
Yeah. You want some?
I don't have a cup.
Oh well. You
Oh.
also brought a Michelada and.
Michelada has a CH in it. This is very important to know how to order this at a restaurant.
I didn't know.
I want to challenge everybody to go order one of these and tell me it's not the greatest thing in the world.
Okay. Are you ready for your first challenge?
Mm-hmm.
I hope YouTube doesn't play ads for me in the middle of this. Oh boy, I turn it up.
Oh yeah, I know this. Here we go. You want me to rap start it off?
I do.
Oh, let's kick it. Here we go. Oh gosh, it has to be
You
the
look
main
nervous,
part.
you're all red.
I am nervous. All right, stop. collaborate and listen. Jacob's back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. When it never stop, yo, I don't know. Turn out the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage, device a chump like a candle. Dance!
Wow!
I'm done. Woo!
Jake!
Okay, the nerves are gone. I'm in it now. Let's go.
I want to point out
Let's play some Biggie
that Jake
Smalls.
did really great. And Jake has only drank like 2 swallows of a drink, and this is kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
I've had 2 more of those while I was
Jacob!
laying on the porch. I'm not gonna lie here. I was panicking.
Okay,
I was
well,
like,
high five on that.
it's 6:14. Okay, it's 6:20. And then I was ready to go. Here I am.
Alright.
Alright.
What you got picked out? You ready? So are we keeping score here? Is this just a challenge? Is this just like, see if we can stump each other? Is that the game here? Because I really thought that I didn't think that you would know that. I actually thought that you were too young for that.
Oh my gosh, you know what's crazy is I tried to find songs that were a little bit older so you would know them. Do you know like old country?
Yes!
Okay. Do you know Keith Whitley?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Where's...
Oh boy.
Do you know this song?
Yeah, but oh my god, you gotta type in karaoke.
Oh.
That's what you're gonna make me sing?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a good one.
That's so high.
I don't know what one to click on. I don't want it to play ads. I'm gonna let you click on it.
I think I have YouTube Premium, so. Jake, I don't know this song, like all of this song.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Let me know if you want me to come in for some backup.
You should probably
My voice is a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart.
Oh my gosh, you sing it better than he does.
Without saying a word, this is hard. You can light up the dark. Boy, Jake, we went from Ice Ice Baby to Keith Whitley.
I know, we're going all
Try
over the
as
place.
I may, I could never explain. Nope, we're done here.
No, keep going. When you don't say a thing, smile on your
There
face.
you go,
and
Jake.
I'm done.
This is hard.
It's like all of a sudden he starts singing and my voice is not there. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Come on, play me an easy one, please, please.
All right. How do you feel about Willie and Waylon? Do you know this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Boy, oh boy. Karaoke night on Timeout Tuesday.
Oh, I don't know if I remember the exact.
They're easy to love, but they're hard to hold. You don't know this
Oh,
one?
gosh.
You'll know that.
I know the
Hold on a
chorus,
second.
but
Hold on, it's almost there. We're gonna kick off of Facebook Live for sure.
maybe, probably.
Hold on.
We're probably in the radar right now.
Mamas,
don't let your babies grow up to be
cowboys. Okay, well you know the song then.
Don't let them pick up guitars and drive them old truck. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such.
Mama.
It's
Oh
hard
my
to
God,
keep
it
up
is
with the
hard.
little words going.
I know. Okay,
I feel like they went way too fast on them words.
it is. Oh my God, people! I'm not even reading comments right now.
Wait, is this who? Oh, never mind. I thought this song was by somebody else.
No. All right.
You're gonna have to do this one. I don't think I
You
know
know
this
this
one.
one?
Oh wait.
You'll know it in just a second.
Okay.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. You don't know this?
I know it, not this
It's
part.
been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. No?
I know the song, but I don't know the
You
words.
only know the okay.
gosh.
My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans.
Or he's a stapler at the
High
hotel.
five! You weren't even watching. A gambling, rambling man, and his name was Lester Eugene.
Oh yeah. We should write our own song.
We should.
That's challenge.
Next challenge: new lyrics to original songs. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now the only thing that Lester needs is a suitcase and a drum. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's the only one.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who's here? That drives a motorcycle.
Yeah, for real.
That's really because I don't.
Whoa!
I'm not kidding. I don't know anyone that drives a motorcycle around here.
Neither do I.
That's really weird. What are you doing?
Who's moderating?
Yeah, who's over there saying let's do this, let's
Who's
do
gonna
that?
moderate?
I will tell you who's
Where-
going to moderate.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
stand in the middle.
Oh boy.
I will just lean against the
Here, have a
wall.
stool, babe. I'll sit on your knee. Sit on here. I'll sit on
How
your knee.
dare you guys do something fun and not invite me over for this?
You're always invited.
Here, Jake, you need this. Add a little bit of that to your voice and gargle it.
Oh,
I brought one for me too. Yeah, that's not really what I thought we would do with the lemons. I think it's warm water and lemon juice.
What's
because
all over your
you
face?
need it.
I missed slightly.
Jake has a drinking problem. Jamie, you pour me some of that Malibu and Diet Cranberry,
This is an
and I've come to sing one song.
This is
Oh, I
an
know.
awful big cup. Is it 9
I know.
inches or 12?
I got some lemon juice in my eye over here.
Did you
This
just
is
go
not
there
good.
with that 9 inches or 12?
Listen,
thing?
Lester, you broke out your big nasty toes out of your soft fuzzy Crocs to measure because you didn't believe me is all I'm saying.
Since there's no one to actually moderate, could you all do me a favor? Could all 5,000 of you troll the heck out of anybody saying anything mean?
Oh yeah, this
Fine.
is great.
Seriously,
Oh
find
my-
your inner troll, and if that Denise girl comes on here again screaming and hollering about me and cursing and all kinds of stuff, y'all troll the heck out of her. Show her how it feels to be humiliated online. Because that's what
Oh,
she did.
Here, sit down. Nick.
Now, I wasn't invited tonight. I'm not going to sit down.
Sit down.
I'm not going to sit
I will
down.
sit right there on your knee. Or I'll
Uh,
share a stool with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Here, Jamie, just take this. I'm
No,
just gonna
good.
stand.
I'm
I can
at
stand. I
home.
have young legs.
Look, Jake, I'm good.
Here,
Okay.
baby, hold on.
I got
Take
lemon
my
all over
lemon.
me.
Yes,
How do
take
you
my
have that much juice in it?
squeeze my lemon into my drink here because I'm going to get my voice ready. And I'm going to
Alright.
sing one song and then I'll go back home to moderate.
You can stay. You're always welcome. This is going
Are
to
we
be great.
making it for you? or
Wait a
what?
minute, wait a minute. You cannot sing the Titanic. That is not a karaoke
Oh,
song.
no humming?
No humming.
Alright.
This is a singing game.
So
Okay?
I'm at home trying to moderate both channels. That's hard. I'm jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and already whenever someone was saying go, someone named Denise or Dennis, D-E-N-I-S I think, began to blast me. And it was the same girl on YouTube who blasted me on your channel last week
About what?
about do not go over there, Lester.
Oh,
do not
I'm
go.
a bear
Lester
from
needs to
my
stay home.
page too. She
Well, I
says
don't want you to be
please.
banned, but just have a little common decency. Anywho, I'm
Play
here,
nice in the
Denise. I'm
sandbox.
here. Huh?
I said play nice in the sandbox.
No, if you will play me a song from my favorite, I don't guess it was only country, but I love a little Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'll tell you why Johnny Cash is my favorite. Talk about perseverance in life and overcoming adversity. Do y'all know the story of Johnny Cash? Can I sing it? Can I tell it real fast?
Sure.
That'd be a long story.
You know what? This song has been in my head. Find a one called. You already found it.
I
You
knew
know my
where
song.
you were going with this.
I only know one Johnny Cash song, and it's called. I think it's called "In My Life" or "My Life."
Yes.
And he dedicated that song to June Carter, who was the love of his life.
She is beautiful.
She put up with him through all kinds of nonsense. Most women would never put up with a man like Johnny Cash. He put her through hell and back. He was an alcoholic. He abused drugs and amphetamines, I believe it was. He did jail time for stuff. He adultery like crazy. But I tell you what, she was the love of his life, and she was stuck through him through thick and thin. If I'm not mistaken, I think she passed before him, and he wrote her a song. I don't think this is a song. Do you know anything about this? Do you?
I'm trying to remember. I think
I don't remember all that ending part, but I remember all the beginning.
I don't remember if she passed away. I think she did. I think she did.
He had Parkinson's for a while. I think before he passed. He passed, right? With
Oh yeah, I'm trying
from Parkinson's, I believe.
I'm not sure how.
But,
I've never seen that movie. What's that movie called?
It's called Johnny and June, right?
No.
Yeah. There was a love story of John. Yeah, now that's the movie that I saw and made me go back and kind of learn more about Johnny Cash. Anyway, if you will play,
Walk the Line.
Oh, you-
Walk the Line, yeah. Yeah. I love Johnny Cash. All right, are you ready for this?
You have enough lemon. Are you
I am
good?
not ready, Jake. Is there any more lemon in your lemon left?
Oh.
No, mine's all
Okay.
gone.
I am officially ready.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not
You
ready.
can't make a sound
Okay, here
pucker
comes.
face while you're trying to sing.
Hold on, here it comes.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some are gone, and some remain. I'm gonna cry. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living.
What?
In my life, I love them all. This is where I cry. I cried. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares to you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love and something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Cut it, cause I'm gonna
did
cry.
so
I'm
good.
gonna cry. Can you feel me starting to cry?
Aw.
I feel my cry voice coming on, and I don't know why I would cry about this.
This is
That's
why
a
I
great
disappeared.
I love good stories, and I am an emotional guy, but I haven't always been. I think that Jake can vouch for this. Now, you didn't know me before Harvey, but Jake has known me all of his life, obviously, and I've never and ever been an emotional guy. And Harvey did something and changed me, and I'm not going to say for the worst, because I've actually enjoyed having feelings, you might say. Jake's an emotional guy too. Now I
haven't been neither. I think it's something to do with like the animals and being around them all the time. Something
Well,
happened.
it's about like giving yourself a time to have emotion. Think about how
No.
busy you're. No.
I like to go back to when I didn't have any.
What I'm
It was
saying
so
is
much
that-
better.
What I'm saying is that your previous lives were so busy and so focused on work and all of the tasks at hand that I don't know that either one of you probably allowed yourself time to feel, if that makes any sense. You're so busy about meeting this expectation and meeting this expectation, and now here you are out in pastures and finding time alone with animals, and it allows you to do a lot of reflecting and to feel and to empathize
I don't like
with them.
reflecting because it makes me go to the shower and cry.
Yeah, I don't cry in the shower. I just cry when I'm driving. I can pull up to the stop sign. What's wrong with you? Yeah, that's the worst. I can pull up to the stop sign and all of a sudden just become overcome, just overwhelmed with grief. And I don't know why, and hurt and pain. And I can just I'm going home now.
No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna go back and
I'm
moderate.
gonna play a song that I know that you both know.
Well, let's just let everybody troll out for the night, and then.
Well, I hope that the Denise lady. I don't really know which one is YouTube and Facebook.
Top is YouTube. By the way, what do you think of my setup, boys?
I
that's pretty
love
cool.
that.
Yeah,
This-
that's
I
awesome.
love that. Jake, take a picture of Jamie's setup and then hold it up so everyone can kind of see what we're doing here. Turn your camera straight and take a picture, and then turn your camera around so everyone can see exactly what we have
I'm
to
like,
work
I'm not
with.
turning anything. You can't see it.
All I see is a Jake. Brighten
It looks
that
like a
thing
brick.
up.
It is, but we have our light shining.
I'm
right
telling
out.
you, you're not
We
gonna be able
No.
to take a
You gotta
good
turn
light.
off the light. for
So
a
maybe
moment.
in a future video we'll show y'all what kind of stuff we go through. Or maybe you could make that the thumbnail of tonight's live.
Okay,
That
I'll
would
do
be
that.
awesome. Put that as a thumbnail.
All right.
Anywho. No, I didn't come to crash y'all's party.
You can stay.
It's okay. Listen, I heard you guys singing and I thought that sounds fun. And I've never really done karaoke in front of 5,000 people.
Did you see that?
6,000
Yeah, I did, and I don't know how.
What'd they
It
do?
was a comment from I'm a Survivor. I'm not joking.
I saw it too. I was
You
like,
Wait.
saw it?
That means someone's at our house. I'm scared to go back. I did leave the computer on in the house.
Seriously, you saw it too.
Okay, how is that even possible?
I don't
Jake,
know.
yay, I saw it.
Okay,
That's why I like.
I wonder
look
if
like
Sister
that.
Kim is at the house.
why would Kim be at our house?
Because
Look,
she
guys, I got
heard
a
the plea.
couch. I got a couch. I can
We're
stay
moving in
on.
with Jake. That's
I
it.
know, seriously, I am terrified to go home now. I don't need to stay on y'all's live, but I am terrified
No,
to
You
go
can
home.
make
You
a
can stay.
video on your way, at least so we know what happens. And if they're gonna get you, just throw your phone but turn on the ringer.
So, for the life of me, I don't know how in the world, because we're not that far behind,
People
obviously.
say to stay. Okay, so it has to be Sister Kim.
Why would Kim be at our house?
Well, she.
And what did it say? What the
I
comment
don't know.
say?
I only saw the picture.
But it pops up like a different color
Yes, it
because
is.
you're the
It's different.
moderator, and then
Now we're all sitting here like staring, and
we're waiting
people
for
can
the
see every
mystery
wrinkle in my
person.
face as we sit here and stare.
All right. Well, I can talk about something that when at the beginning of your live, you brought up a really crazy question about deaf people and
Oh, I thought you were talking about
what
tonight.
language they
Yeah, me
think
too.
in. And I was thinking about, I was applying that to Carl. So Carl doesn't talk, but Jake, don't make me do it. Make that sound that Carl makes that all of Morrow Hill can hear.
I can't do it very good. He's better.
Yeah, he has his own thing.
So Carl has a humming noise, and I would say maybe, I'm not trying to be, like, this is not inconsiderate or rude, I'm not trying to be, but a lot of deaf people do make noises. I don't think they can hear their noises, but I bet they can feel their noises.
Yeah, the vibration, yeah.
The vibrations, I bet they can feel the noises they're making.
I would agree.
And I bet you that those noises become their language.
I just saw it.
Or the vibrations become their language.
It is your sister.
What's she at our house for? Someone is moderating on the Honest
Why
Survivor
did she
page.
just walk in and get on the computer for?
Hold on a second. She does comments
So can Kim moderate then for
for Facebook.
as I'm a Survivor?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no
Yeah,
devils, there's no
No,
demons floating around our
we're
house.
good.
Woo.
God.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, what you said about the vibration though is real about that, but still, like, that's not. I guess that's their own language. So it's just like animals. It's their own thing.
I don't know.
But what do you think of if you've never heard a sound before
That's what
in
I'm
your
saying.
life? So do you just
So maybe you
is
don't
everything
think.
quiet?
No, you don't even think in sound. You think in silence.
Yeah,
And that's
that's what I mean.
possible.
Like, do you all think in silence?
I think in silence. I don't hear voices like you do.
Do you think in silence?
No, I
hear like
myself
words.
talking.
Thank
No,
you. Me
you
too.
don't.
I do too.
Yeah.
So wait, you just now heard yourself saying,
I think of what I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say next.
I need to get groceries tomorrow. I heard it right there in my
Same.
head. Like you can talk
You
to
don't?
yourself in your.
no, I'm.
You don't walk
no,
around in
I'm
the
not like
pasture
that.
and have conversations with your mind and your mouth.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Okay, that's.
It's normal.
I thought you were making videos.
But wait, but you do the same thing. So think about whenever we make an animal a person. So we're like, oh hey Carl, what are you doing today? Oh yeah, that's great, Carl. You're thinking, some voice in your head is telling you Carl's response whenever you ask him a question. And every video, everything,
Yeah, but
he has a voice.
I don't actually hear girls say, "Hey, Lester, I'm not doing nothing."
Come
You want
on.
to play? I don't
Do you-
actually hear it.
Do you like? It's like thought bubbles, right? So like it's like that, like having a thought bubble, except for it. I hear my own
Well,
voice.
you
say,
read it.
Yeah. Yours really doesn't.
I don't know what y'all are even talking about. I can't imagine what y'all do.
So that really means that whenever I say, "What are you thinking about?" and you say nothing, that you really aren't thinking about anything.
So,
Yeah,
either
nothing.
both of us are crazy or he's crazy. One of the
Oh
two.
boy. Let's not ask for a show of hands here
No.
because
Oh,
people
God.
can. Now we're giving them permission to be mean.
Yeah.
See, y'all, that was an open invite to be mean.
Not mean. It don't have to be mean.
Lester's nuts. Everyone knows Lester's a nut. Everyone, Jamie's normal and Jake is cool. Lester's the nut. And so you asked them for that, Jake. You just asked them to.
See, well now you're here, and we. You sure you don't want to join in another karaoke song?
No, unless I can choose my song. I could never do what Jake did with that Vanilla Ice. That was good.
It was awesome.
And I believe that you impressed a lot of people because reading the comments, no one knew. I didn't know you had that in you.
Oh,
I
if
did
we
not
play
know.
some Tupac or Biggie Smalls in here, I will be rapping.
I had
Oh
no
my
idea.
gosh.
I did not know that. I really did not know that.
Let's pull some Biggie Smalls karaoke.
I had no idea Jake could do that. So that really threw me for a
I
loop.
haven't
knew-
thought about Tupac
I-
since like my freshman
Love
year
it
of
when
high
you
school.
call me Big Pop. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you could sing, but I had no idea Jake could do it.
I didn't know that Jake could do it either. So when he was
You
up for
know,
the challenge, I was like,
I
well, I'm
had
going
a-
to stump him.
My very first karaoke song ever was Eminem and it's Stan. Do y'all know the song Stan?
Yeah.
Where he has that stalker?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that.
All right.
sleep at all.
Running through
Yeah.
my windows, and I can't hear it all.
Yeah, keep going.
And even if I could, it'd all be great. Put your pictures on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Dear Stan.
Dear Stan, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I sent 2 letters back and on them. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. But anyways, what's been up, man? How's your daughter? My girlfriend's pregnant too. I'm about to be a father. Okay, I'm done.
I don't even know that
That's
part.
really
All I
strong
knew was
language.
the other song that you
I
were
just
singing.
about dodged about 7
Like
F-bombs.
Dido.
Wow. Someone gave you $1, Jake.
Woo!
They
Rapper
said,
Jake in the
make
house.
sure Jake gets this for his
I used to
entertainment.
have a rapper name. It was Jay Swizzle, but we're not even
No,
talking
you
about
did
that
not.
period of my
Time
life.
out. You had a rapper name?
It was Jay Swizzle.
You know that he had a rapper name. What is up with the
It's
Listen.
the
Plum
red
Grove?
rapper.
I'm just gonna say this, and listen. I don't care. You know, Jake and I went to all white schools, all Caucasian schools.
Yeah.
Around here, our schools were all white.
Oh, I did
so
too.
we were never around. I almost said African Americans, but y'all do know that the new word now they don't call. No one wants to be referred to as African American. Y'all do know that, right?
I don't know what the words
No,
are
it is
anymore.
hard to know.
Here's what they
but
are. People.
Yeah, but there were no, and I would, I'm sorry, Jake, I'm like you, I don't even know what to say, but I did find out recently that African Americans don't want to be referred to as African Americans, they don't mind being referred to as Black Americans. And so it is what it is. Bottom line is we had no one of color in our schools. And so normally folks of color are the ones who create really cool rap names, right? I mean, it's just street language. And so our street is the Plum Grove Road, which we are home to
The
about,
Plum Grove Rapping Twins.
thank you. So we were home to about 600 people before Hurricane Harvey. And so we didn't really have a whole lot of places to go rapping. So the cool thing about that is we could give ourselves rap names. And so I was the Red Rapper.
You can't give yourself a nickname.
You didn't know I named you Jay
Yes,
Swizzle.
I did. It was
No,
Tony.
you're making that
It
up.
was Tony. I was named Jay
Tony,
Swizzle.
your
And Dustin,
cousin.
and
Okay,
Dustin.
your cousin named you
But it was
that.
someone else. It wasn't me
Oh my
looking in the
God.
mirror going, yeah, I'm the Red Rapper.
Okay, so I had well, I'm not going to tell that whole story again. But I had a rap, Jake. You ready for this one over here?
Yeah.
I had a friend named Jason. You should know that, okay? So me and Jay
Cog
would...
Hill. Y'all go back that far?
Jason, that's funny. That's funny, Jake. Real funny. But yeah, I've had a couple of friends named Jason. But with me and Jay shooting ball on a basketball court down off a street called Little York. Now here comes some fellows from the other side. They want to play ball. I shoot the do or die. It was a long shot and I shot wide. Jay was pissed, but I don't mind. You see, I got a trick up my sleeve. I try to tell Jay, but he goes, yo, just play some D. So here come them brothers. They're moving down court. I move in quick, but I wasn't but that wasn't so smart. See, anyway, it goes on and on. It's a very long, lengthy rap, and I remember every
I
word,
didn't memorize
and that's been at least 30 years.
Oh my
Boom.
gosh.
Now, I don't know what I had for lunch today.
I was just gonna
That's
say,
the
like,
problem. I don't know what I had. Did I even have lunch
oh
today?
my God, tell them about the keys. Tell the story about the keys today. Jake, I'm gonna steal your story.
No.
Keys. Yeah.
No, so what's not going to happen is I am not going to sit here. Jake, sit down.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, sit down.
Sit down, Jake, or Lester.
Okay, I promise you, I am not going to come into this live. I already do my own live on Friday.
Sit down. This is
I-
a once in a
Thursday.
lifetime thing because we've never all three been live together like this.
We haven't, but you know what?
Especially on Timeout Tuesday.
I sure don't want to walk in and start talking. But here's why. Because someone hurt my feelings last time. And sometimes people can say things that are so hurtful and it stays with you for a while. And so whenever I was invited to his live on Thursday, and I'm sitting here reading all these horrible things, and then I go back home and I'm trying to watch the live and I'm reading all these things, I'm in the tub, and this is the first time I probably cried in the tub.
That's not true.
It feels good.
Oh, I could disguise it. I could disguise
Yeah,
it.
when you
Like,
come
oh
back,
yeah, I'm fine.
yeah.
Everyone says stay, so sit down.
All right. Well, I will go get me a stool because I'm not going to sit in Jake's
Just sit
chair.
in this stool. My legs are
Hold on,
perfectly
hold on.
fine. It's already like what?
We're good. We're good.
They're gonna kick us off here shortly anyway.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
So where were we?
Okay. We were singing karaoke and all of this sort of happened and okay. Are we gonna keep going with this? Am I ready? Like, I don't have any rap songs
Let's do it.
to stump you with.
I would like to sing a song. Now this is going to be a little bit newer. So Johnny Cash was one that I think a lot of our people know. And when I say our people, most of us are around the same age. Not your age, Jake. Sorry.
I know.
Jamie, not even really your age, but the demographic who watch the demographic, is it called demographic?
Yeah.
The demographic of my page is 45 and older. There's very few people who are under 45.
I got like 3% in their 20s. How about that?
That's pretty good. 3%?
Mm-hmm.
Well, sheesh, Jake. But so
I'm gonna block somebody while y'all are talking real quick.
okay, I hope it's
All
that
right.
one person.
It is. That's what I'm doing.
Can you
so.
call out her name? Just say her. Just say her name.
Say her name.
Say her.
Not till I find it.
Trolls, say her name.
Okay, I'll stop. Hey, you have been warned, lady. Shame on you. Shame on you.
We don't shame on this channel. We simply just put it to bed and we all move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all don't want
Don't
me to
add
start
attention.
talking about my experiences.
I mean, it's one. We talk about letting your light shine all the time,
We do.
and
my stalker.
someone has. I don't know, Jake. I don't think we should talk about things. So that's just giving people.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you lead attention to it, then it just gives them all that they were looking for, and we're not going to do that.
Did
So-
you ever talk about this being my favorite drink or one of my favorite drinks?
I did. I said that most of the time you won't drink it in public. That you prefer to drink it when we're out of town, so that no one sees
I drink
you.
a man's drink in public, but on low key, I drink. This is one of my favorite drinks over here.
I'm still doing this, so keep talking.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what it boils down to. Is that none of us know when our last day on this earth is going to be. And we have lost friends, we've lost family members, we've lost pets, our babies, our farm animals. And most of the time when we lose somebody in life, it's unexpected. And so if you know that your days are limited, and there are, we don't know.
Everybody's are limited.
All of our days are limited. So why would you spend any of your day just full of hate and anger? And so if you feel the hurt and anger, you really should try to find a happy place. So this is the hard part. This person's probably gonna say, well, my happy place is watching Jake. My happy place is watching Jamie. But Lester ruined everything. And that's why I kind of feel like it is your life. It is y'all's show. It's
No,
not
listen.
mine.
No.
This is a family
We're
affair.
a team
Okay,
here.
we are a team. We are a family. We are each other's best advocate and biggest supporters. And dang it, if anybody wants to join,
Yeah, I
they
would never
can.
let anyone come on and hate on either one of you if it
No.
was something that I was doing on a video or a live. And so thank y'all for the folks that do support us through all of that. And I'm so sorry that person had to get banned and blocked. Now, you just banned her from the commenting,
Mm-hmm.
so she could still watch. Now the only problem is, I think that she probably thrived on the comments, so I don't think she has any interest in watching. She thrives on seeing her name and all the hate that she can spew.
Okay, well, we're going to move on from hate. and
Okay, we're moving on.
We're moving on.
And that's good. Good riddance. Okay, so there's a song called
Josie's on a vacation. That
Far away. Na, 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 na,
Turn
na,
around and
na.
talk
Okay,
it
I know
over.
that one. That's not the one I was singing about, but that's a pretty high song.
one. Yeah, it's really hard to sing.
Now the very beginning is the hardest part.
That one, that part?
Josie's on a vacation far away is hard.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it's pretty, the octaves come down quite a bit. So who will do that very first part?
I'll do it. Alright, Jamie, you can go ahead.
So
No.
my voice naturally changes to a woman's voice whenever I try to go high. I can't sing high in a man's voice. Josie's on a vacation far away. That doesn't sound right. But if I go, Josie's on a vacation, that sounds right. However, that sounds stupid. These people are saying, stop, Lester.
No, they're
Lester,
not.
Don't do that.
No, they're not. Oh my god.
I was gonna
Glass
say-
just shattered all across the internet.
Everyone's phones and
Yes.
TVs, iPads, just.
They're like, well, we won't be back. It's fine. What were you gonna say?
No, well, there's a song that I can sing pretty good at the karaoke bar. It's Losing My Religion. Stop laughing at me, Jake.
That's me in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, this is what we're gonna sing, and I like it. I'll tell you why.
Spotlight, losing my religion.
Hold on, it's coming.
Because all of the octave is low. It's my octave. All right, here we go. Y'all ready?
Nope.
Oh, life
It's bigger. It's bigger than you. And you are not me.
The things that I will go through, the distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I have a nice little tan. I set it up. That's me in the corner. Really, I've been in the corner a lot. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion.
I cannot
feel like
remember
Jacob is
this.
just screaming the word.
Probably. I can't sing.
He's just screaming the words out.
And I don't know if I can do
it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough. Oh,
Then no one ever.
you can stop it. We killed that. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
All right. So I feel
This
like
is amazing.
I feel like Jake just literally screamed the words at
He
everybody.
was excited.
Look, if you can't sing, you just gotta be loud.
Oh.
That's how it goes. Ever
Okay.
seen at a concert? I mean, nobody can really sing, but they're all screaming and doing this the whole time.
It's our own concert right here in front of 5,000 of our friends, and they're all like turning their
Listen.
phones. They're turning their volume down tonight and just like, this is it. Ooh, I have a song.
Jamie, if you haven't noticed, it's almost 6,000 now.
All right.
So
Our singing is working.
I don't know unless they're coming just to get a good laugh.
Are you ready?
Probably is.
Yeah, because you got almost 4,000.
Oh my gosh, this is the greatest song ever known to man.
Oh Lord, how do you even know this song, Jake?
I know all songs.
You don't want to announce the road? Take Me Home Down Country Roads from John Denver.
I'm a Survivor Sanctuary.
We've just ruined John Denver's song.
Yeah, sorry, John Denver.
Almost heaven.
West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
We're way off.
Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze.
Here we go.
Country
Join
roads,
us.
take us home.
Make your family think you're crazy.
To the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down country roads.
Can you pause for a minute? Alright, this is
All
what I
my
love to do.
memories.
Hold on, this is what I've always loved to do. So in my classroom with my kids, when we had a fun day Friday, I'd let them do karaoke. Now, normally kids are embarrassed to sing by themselves, but I would do it boys and girls. So if the whole group of boys could go at the same time, they would do it. And I'd put on a song, and they would start singing. And then I would just press pause. No, not pause. I'd press mute. Their job was to keep singing.
And to see if it catches up.
And then after about 10 seconds, I will unmute. And if they really are keeping track with the song,
this is gonna be something.
they should be exactly where the song is at.
Okay.
So let's do that.
I do this in my car driving down the road by myself.
So you drive down the road singing a song, then you turn it the volume.
Oh, I know a
You keep
song that
singing.
Jake needs to sing. Okay, I gotta pick Jake's. Is that how we're gonna do this? Or
Okay, well, I think that we have to be able to know the song.
okay, so
Because if you don't know it, then you really wouldn't know.
Okay.
So it has to be a song that we know, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna open 3 tabs real quick.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so Jake, you got a song that you want to sing?
I don't know, Jamie's picking it.
No, it's
No.
okay.
In this game, you can pick your own song, but how well can you sing your own song?
Let's just, if you type in a song, I might know it. Is
All
this
right,
for
so
me?
I want to do the Titanic song.
Yeah, I don't know that song.
Every night in my dreams.
No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. It's
What?
fine. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, I picked mine. This is yours, Lester.
Come on, someone pick me
What do
one,
I do?
please.
You
I-
just type in the song. That's really what you want to sing?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's the Titanic song. But I'm not going to hum it. I'm going to actually sing it.
Oh, gosh.
What?
I'm nervous now.
Oh my god.
I got over my nerves after the first song.
I
I go around
hear
and I'm
you.
back.
I feel you. Okay, where's that lemon at?
Oh hell. Okay.
Oh, wait, is that the song? It's like, you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. So that song apparently, just like this thing, it's like this song makes every sports moment better. So you get like a last second field goal, and he kicks it, and it's like, you're here. The ball's going up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Maybe that was a bad choice. Jake, can
No,
you help
that's
me?
a good one. Yeah, I help. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's what you're gonna do?
I'm going to try.
Oh my god.
But remember how I told you a while ago? I am not going into my girl voice. I will sing it in Lester
No,
voice.
you have to go into the
No,
girl
I'm
voice.
not.
It's a girl that sings.
I hope
so,
that y'all know right now what you're about to experience.
When women
That's all I
sing
can tell you.
men's songs.
Now, do you have a mute button on there so you can actually... Please don't mute it during that section. I'm begging
Yes,
you.
please.
I'm begging you. Don't mute it
We
during
gotta
I
the
can't wait for this.
Get high and then belt it out. That's all we gotta do.
I can't see.
Hey, that was pretty good.
All right, pause that for
I
a minute.
I did.
Okay.
Oh my
Now,
God.
I know that you probably can't see the words. Well, they can't see the
No.
words. But if you know the song, when she paused it, I had about 4 lines.
Mhm.
And when she unpaused it, I was right where I was supposed to be. Now, the hardest thing would be, though, if we weren't able to see the words.
That'd be really hard, yeah.
That would be very, very, very hard. So, okay, so I actually stayed on. All right, so who's up next? This is fun. I'll do the pause and the unpause. Jake, you want to sit down for a while?
No, I'm good.
Your legs have to be getting
No,
tired.
I'm good. I'm dancing back.
I'll go
here.
next.
We need to order one more stool for
I know.
for possible people that show
Possible
up. in the
I
trifecta.
future.
have one in my living room, actually. It'll just suit us.
Oh. Not just squeaky stool, right?
Are you ready? I'll go next.
I don't think it'll
All right,
speak yet.
where we at here?
Just this one right here.
Oh, okay.
You gotta click on
Has
it.
someone chosen me a song?
No,
Yes.
Jake.
I don't
You gotta
know.
be thinking about
I
it.
don't know.
All right, so the song is "Mama, He's Crazy."
Oh, the key of G. Okay, here we go.
G.
Mama, I found someone like you said would come along. He's a sight, and so am I. Any man I know. I was afraid to let him in, 'cause I'm not the trusting kind. But now I'm convinced he's
Oh,
He's
Oh!
be out of
It was
his
like-
mind. This guy just pressed pause.
He's crazy.
We all know.
Crazy
That's not my song.
over me.
That was not my
Whatever.
song. How did we all get off so bad?
Oh, wait a minute. I know which one that Jay can sing.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
good.
Poor Jay. He
I
don't
have
get
one,
his
but
own.
I'm glad. I want something a little bit faster. You got some kind of fast?
Jake is just hyped. He's just hyped up.
I just have so much energy.
Jake is the I'm a Survivor hype man. Have y'all noticed that? You know what a hype man is?
You ready?
I never heard
This is called
song.
Nobody.
You're nobody.
Oh, today he hung up when I.
Oh my gosh. I need a mic.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
I don't like this part.
Sitting
in a restaurant, she walked by. I seem to recall that certain look in her eye. I said, who's that? You said with a smile, oh, it's nobody. Nobody. Maybe that explains the last 2 weeks. You called me up, dead on your feet, working late again. I asked who with, you said nobody. Oh, nobody. Well, nobody called today. She hung up when I asked her name. Well, I wonder, does she think she's being clever? Da-da, da-da, nobody's after you. In fact, is what you say is true. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I got way too into
So
that.
Jake has that same problem that I have. It's like when you get to a higher note, it's like switch over to a woman's voice.
Yeah, you
Right?
have to.
So your dad calls that his angel voice. I don't know if you know this or not, but Uncle Dan.
What?
Yeah. So Jake's dad, whenever you catch him singing and he's singing in that high girly voice, he says, "Oh,
My face hurts.
he goes, you caught me in my angel voice." Yeah, that's when the angels take over and get to sing out of Uncle Dan. That's your
We're
dad.
gonna invite Uncle Dan to next week's karaoke.
Oh,
I
Dan-
am no
Dan-
longer doing prison food. I'm doing karaoke Thursdays.
Dan will come and he will sing. And
Like
he,
an angel, apparently.
he has no shame. But no, that's what he calls it, which is pretty clever actually. Because it's embarrassing. You get caught singing in that other voice.
Mhm.
And then Dan says, "Oh, that's just my angel voice. Sometimes the angels take over." And I'm like, okay, you might can fool the grandkids with that, but you ain't gonna fool me because I don't have the angels take over, but my inner woman takes over, and that's so embarrassing because you can sing high in your own voice. Actually, he can't.
Can you?
He screams in his own voice.
Yeah, I do.
Singing high in
Actually,
Jake's
you do
voice
sing high,
means just
yeah.
screams.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
My face actually hurts from laughing right now. Like,
Yeah,
right here, this is
the
great.
best night ever.
This
Well,
is
that's a
great.
good thing, and laughing like that is a good thing.
Dude, it's hard to sing like that when your voice is all deep all the time.
Alright, I got one left for all of us, and then we gotta go.
gosh.
Okay?
Oh man.
I I know, you're all set.
That means I gotta go home and take a bath again.
That means I gotta go home and reread all these comments.
And I'm gonna have to go read all those comments from you know who. Man, people troll the heck out of her. That would be so. No, that's mean. Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't be mean. Oh, friends, this is Garth Brooks.
Friends and what?
This is where we all gotta get together and hug. Come on up.
Blaming all my roots.
What is this?
I showed up in boots.
Ruined your black tie affair.
Oh, this song.
The last one to know.
You don't know the song?
The last one to show.
I was the last one you thought you'd see there.
That's her wedding, right? And
I saw the surprise
and
the fear in Jake's eyes
when
I took his glass of Mountain.
and
I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away.
And
Now, okay.
Alright, let's go do Jake.
I'm not big on social graces, make us slip on down to the oasis, so I got friends.
That was the angels came out this Jake. That was our angel voices. And if y'all don't like it, then you don't like the angels. Shame on you. No.
Oh my gosh. Yo, thanks for joining us tonight on Timeout Tuesday on such an iconic night of karaoke and fun and family. We love y'all and we can't wait to see y'all Thursday with Shirtless Jake, Friday with Lunch with Lester, and Sunday with who knows what. Thanks for loving us, and we'll talk soon.